Me and the Colonel who was we to the Tamil church, and we were given a name. A name that's also not properly spelled. A Sri Lankan guy who is in ICU. That's what we said. ICU in Liverpool Hospital. So we went there to pray. So there, of course, there were obstacles. They're finding his name and stuff like that, and because we didn't have any of the details of him except the name. Somehow we walked in, and we went in, and I was like, I've just been happy, and I just walked like that. And when I went inside, I just stopped. Even my breath became short breath, because by looking at the condition of the man, it was like all the tubes coming, and there's a hole through the whole stuff going through, and everything. By looking at him, like I couldn't say anything. Like it's pointless, and even I became breathless. But eventually, God gave me the words of hope, words of life. Even Kannan said that, yeah, what shall we do? That at that moment, because we are supposed to, as you and me, are supposed to speak life. That's the doctor's duty, is to say it's not going to work, or it's a few days or few months or something like that. But we are not supposed to do that, because as we carry the light, as we carry the life in us, which is Jesus, we are supposed to give light and life. We speak light and life. So as God gave me the life, and we spoke life into him, because he was of coma, or not coma, he was of deep anesthetic with a drip anesthetic, and we touched him, and he woke up. And at that time also God said for me to stroke him. I don't know the reason why I stroke him, but with the love of God, because that was not me, but with the love of God, as the Holy Spirit worked through me, and I just started stroking him from the head and the body and stuff like that. And he started. I saw the weeping came out, and he woke up. And as he woke up, he stood, and as we asked nurse whether if he can speak, she said that he's not going to wake up, as he was in deep anesthetic. But somehow he woke up, and we spoke to him. We said about Jesus. We come to Jesus, and you are going to be healed. You will have life, and something like that. We prayed, and also God gave me words of knowledge for the nurse as well. And as she came, and God gave me the name of the nurse, and she wasn't carrying the name badge. And I asked the name of her, and she said yes. And also she was waiting for 8 years and stuff like that. And she was touched. The nurse was touched by God as well. And yeah, that's what we did. And also in faith, I wrote a note because we don't know their family members. There wasn't anyone at that time. I wrote a note that he will live because Jesus has touched him. And I wrote it down, and I left it by the bedside. Probably his family members may have saw that. 2 weeks before, we heard that he's healed. And yes, it was a brain injury, and we were told by the nurse it takes time, and fingers crossed, don't know what happened and stuff like that. But God has touched him and healed him.